Greetings and salutations, y'all. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. Where did these even? Lord. Y'all, my car is a mess. Y'all hear me? A hot mess. Hair hot mess. I'm a hot mess right now. It's okay. I'm working on getting my life right. But I got food. Y'all know I'm fat. I love food. And I went to Pan after I left Whole Foods. And that probably did not make my trip to Whole Foods any better. Like, how you gonna go to Whole Foods and then go to Panda Express right after? But it's because they're right there and I had to get out the car. I used to go to Panda Express all the time in college. Oh my God. On BG campus. Straight to the student center. But I figured I'd come up to the lake, enjoy some nature, look at the water and stuff. And I haven't talked to y'all in a long time. And I want to apologize because I have been sick. I had a really ugly sinus infection. And I sounded like somebody's grandpa for like a good week. And I feel like my clients at work had to listen to that. So I feel like y'all shouldn't have had to listen to that. So yeah. That's how that went. So I'm finally getting my voice back. Still sound like somebody's little brother, but it's okay. It'll clear up eventually. Oh, but I also wanted to come in today and speak about why is it so hard for parents of color to respect their children. Like, we're taught to respect our elders, but does no one teach our elders that they need to respect everybody, including children, and that you can't just sit here and talk to kids like you lost your damn mind? Y'all, we gotta do better. There's no reason we should be sitting here being rude and talking to these babies like it's just anything. Like, we can just say whatever the hell we want because that's how we feel. No. If you want to get respect, you gotta give respect. You gotta give some to get some. Like, you can't just be sitting there talking to people like you crazy and then expect for them to respond the way that you want them to respond. What sense does that make? I experienced that a lot growing up, seeing like how adults really talk to kids any old type of way, and then get mad if we respond with what? Come here. Huh? Come here. What? Don't you let me? What the hell? Like, we gotta do better. That don't make no damn sense. And then you wonder why the kids go to school. And you get all these phone calls talking about, well, so-and-so is talking back and blah, blah, blah. Because you don't respect them. And they can't disrespect you because you the damn parent. So instead, they go to school, and when Miss Williams say something to them, they got a whole lot of lip because they got a lot to damn say. Because you don't let them say shit. It don't make sense to me. It really don't make sense. Should 100% teach our kids how to be respectful, but also teach them how to be respected. Because a lot of times we go through life and don't know how to be treated because ain't nobody ever treated us the way that we supposed to be treated. And you wonder why your daughters is running around here dealing with half-ass individuals because you done treated them like they half-ass their whole life. Oops. I don't think that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense at all. For a long time, I really sat down and evaluated, like, the way my mother spoke to me and the way my father spoke to me. Two total different parenting techniques. Polar opposites. My mother always wanted to understand why we did something. What the reason behind our actions were. So she could then better understand if we did this on purpose. Like, was there malicious intent behind this? Or were you just doing this because you thought that this was going to be a good idea? My father? Oh, no. He was the very, and still is, actually, which is really funny. He's kind of like the disciplinarian, but to the effect that I don't care why you did what you did. I don't like it, and so I'm going to discipline you without hearing why you did what you did, because you might have thought that it was okay, but I don't care. And that's who he was as a parent. And that in itself shaped me as an individual. I always need to know the why behind something now in my older age. Like, I always need to know the why. I always need there to be clear reasoning behind how something came to be. But I also have a very short tolerance for a lot of things. And I think that comes from the mesh of, like, my parents' parenting styles. Because growing up in a household where nobody had the conversation of what is the parenting style we're going to use, how are we going to raise our children? You just kind of had kids, and it was like, well, all right, I did this. This is how my mother raised me, and, that's how your mom raised you, so we just come together, and boom, we figure it out. Like, just sitting around being damn guinea pigs my whole life, just a whole guinea pig. But I was also never taught from a male's perspective that my opinion mattered. My mother always showed interest in my thought process and what I thought. She always let me know that that was valid. But I never got that from my father. Like, I never got, that makes sense, you know. It's okay that you believe that. I'm glad. You know, there was no reinforcement or praise or anything, like, around that from him. And so I think that kind of also shaped the relationship I have with men. Because I never got what I wanted as far as emotionally from a man. And so now, the fact that I don't get what I need emotionally from someone else doesn't really affect me the way that it probably should. I'm very in tune with myself. I'm very, I enjoy my company. I enjoy my own company a lot. Like, 9 times out of 10, I'm by myself. But I love being by myself. Like, you have to be a pretty dope individual for me to actually want to spend some of my own time with you. I'm like, oh, okay, you pretty cool. Yeah, we can kick it. We can spend some time together. Like, that should be the most flattering thing, I think, for someone else, is when someone wants to actually take time out of their life to spend time with you. You don't get time back. I can make my coins back, but you don't get time back. And I think that I also didn't get to spend a lot of time with my father. He wasn't like the whole like get together and go do things type of parent. So I never experienced that, someone wanting to spend time with me, like a male wanting to spend time with me. And so growing up, it was just kind of like me, my mom, and my brother. We would go out and do things, you know, here and there, and then me and my brother would go do things, and then he branched off, and now he has a family, and I just kind of do my own personal thing. Like, I just do my own thing. So it's really interesting, but also I find that having male best friends really serves as like a surrogate form of like male affection that I never got, you know, growing up. Like, Alan, Chris, and Nick are like if I could push all of them together into like one human, and like that would just like I love them all so much. They all offer a different aspect. They all feed like a different like aspect of me, you know, and I think it's important for females to have male friends, because your male friends pour into you differently than your female friends do. Like, your female friends are always there to kick it. They're always there to uplift or, assist you when something's going on. And your male friends are too, but it's such a different type of energy that comes from that. And I find that so valuable. Like, go to war for these men in my life. Like, I really would. But that all, I think, stems back to getting what I wanted as a child in my adult life. They validate me. They respect me. They always let me know, how I should be treated, and, what I should and should not accept from other people. Like, I never got that, hey, this is how a man's supposed to treat you. This is how a man's supposed to love you, growing up, because it was just that divide between my father and myself, like, with the love language. And that's another thing. I don't think that parents know their children's love languages, which is important, because you might be showing, that you love them, the best way that you know how. But they're not receiving that if that's not their love language. That's like talking to me in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin, so I don't know what you're saying to me. I mean, I'll sit there and I'll, try to pick apart what you're saying. But I have no idea, like, literally what you're saying to me. So, when people don't know each other's love languages, the relationship never works. And that's especially important for parents, because this human being is yours to raise and mold into some type of individual. You have to know what this child, considers affection. Whether that's, praise or hugs or, monetary, physical, itemized gifts or something of that nature. You have to know how this person receives love. Like, how they prefer to receive love. How their mental processes actions of kindness. Like, you have to know that. Otherwise, your child's going to be all discombobulated, because they're going to be like, my parents never loved me. They'll be like, I loved you so much. And be like, well, you never loved me the way that I needed to be loved. And that's the problem. 9 times out of 10 is people really do love their kids, and their kids really do love them, but ain't nobody paying attention to nobody else's love language. I'm going to do what I know best, and then that's it. Oh, why don't you try to learn this? No, I don't need to learn nothing else. Like, you have to open up and broaden your horizons so that you'll be able to communicate with everybody in every way that they need to be communicated with. I don't get it. Like, we have to learn the love language of the people in our lives. We also have to learn that children deserve to be respected and talked to like human beings as well. You cannot down talk and degrade them. Like, you can't. And expect them to grow and prosper and develop into some loving, functioning human being. You can't do it. That's not the way that the human body, like, functions. It's not gonna happen. But this video is getting long. It's about 20 minutes right now. So I feel like that's enough. I ain't came to talk to y'all in a while, so I just kind of wanted to come in and chit chat. I'm gonna finish eating my food, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. It's early. It's like 2 o'clock on a Sunday. The sun is high. The temperature is low. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing today. Just kind of relaxing, kicking back, enjoying the nature, looking at the neighborhood lake cats. We got cats at the lake. I don't really know why they be at the lake. I don't think that, cats don't like water, so I don't know why they be here, but they always here, they always kicking it, so yeah, neighborhood lake cats. And might get out and take a stroll. That's about it, y'all. I'm not really doing anything. But I love you all. You are important. You are validated. You are enough. And I hope that you are aware of your love languages. And if you have children, I hope that you take the time to learn their love languages. Because that's all we all want, is love. And to some degree. So make sure you express it properly to the people that you care about. And that's about it. I'm going to kick back and chill, finish this food, and I'll talk to y'all later. And remember, nobody is better at you than you are.